Hello everyone, it's me, Temple Wander here today. Today we're going to be talking about supplementaries. We're going to be going into the more specifics of certain blocks and items, such as mob cages, jars, and faucets. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the simplest thing, the faucet. So the way a faucet works, it can pour out potions, stuff like that, from any fluid container to another fluid container. There are some compatibility interactions I have with this. For example, you can pour things, as you can see here, out of tanks into the cauldron, out of the cauldron to, you know, a jar if you so desire. There you go. And yeah, there are some caveats with this, but that's mainly, you know, inter-mod compatibility stuff. Yes. There are some unique features with this, as I will now demonstrate once this resumes flowing. Okay. Let's say you have the inspirations mod. You want a bottle. A potion bottle right here. Like a splash potion bottle. If you have inspirations, you're able to use a splash potion bottle on the things, as you can see right here. And get splash potion. And if you wanted to as well, lingering potions. That wasn't what I wanted to do, but okay, game. See, lingering. I don't believe this has native create support, so like if I yeet this here, it's not gonna work. Because create has to add that itself. And that's between create and inspirations. But with inspirations and you know, supplementaries, it works fine. So you could brew potions, you could transfer all sorts of liquids here. Inspirations itself actually has a custom recipe if I remember correctly. Let me see. If I get a blackboard. That's not it. There it is. Done. If I smash it with this axe. Does it really need a pickaxe? Okay, so I guess it's a pickaxe. Yeah, because it's a blackboard. It's not. Okay. Anyway, some special interactions. You can throw a blackboard in. It'll clear out the drawing, as you can see. Neat. Right. Time to list some of the special interactions faucets have. As you can see, they interact with other objects. They also interact really well with beehives. So let's say you want to, you know, harvest honey from your hive. You don't want to aggressive the bees, that's the term. You could directly pump it into a faucet, and you could just get the honey blocks from there, as you can see. It's neat. It's cool. I adore it. You could also, you know, you could also use faucets with other liquids, containers, stuff like that. It should work for the most part with anything. Oh, and the faucets also have a unique feature with chests that people seem to forget about a lot because it's mainly used for liquid, but you can do basically anything you want. Anyway, we're now going to get one of the empty jars over here to demonstrate some of the few things you can also get. So something people don't know is that you can actually get experience from this mod. Like actual bottle your experience and save it, which most mods typically don't do for whatever reason. You have to get a jar. Ow. You just right click that until it explodes, and there you go. So yeah, it's really cool. You can get some special things like this jar of XP, which sadly doesn't glow. I wish it glowed. It's XP. Let it glow. You could also use jars to capture these new mobs called fireflies, which provide a light source, as you can see right there. Faucets, we're going back to faucets, are really useful, honestly, in general. Even though they're kind of silly. They're really useful for moving one item to another, transferring liquids from one container to another. As you can see right here in this example, where I have it transferring from a creative tank to a normal tank to a spout. Ever wondered, does this spout work? The answer is yes. So, what makes this jar more useful compared to everything else? Well, because it's not conventional liquid you're limited to. You could use, you know, other items. Let me give you an example. First off, we need to empty this jar. To empty a jar, you could just put it in your inventory. There you go, it's empty now. Some things you can actually store inside there, like stews, like mushroom stews, things that typically, if you don't have a mod, would stack up to like 12, like 0, 1. But you can stack them in here to like 6, apparently. Weird. Thought I have more than that, but yes, 6. That says 12. What? I am very confused. Effect, give. Never wonder, hunger. Yep. Oh wait, gay rule do mouse running false. Gay. There's difficulty. Alright, normal. Wait. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I might be wondering, hey, what's the benefit of that? You get half the saturation, but you also get, you know, double the things, the resources, yes. Though if you eat it directly, if you eat the soup directly instead of eating it in a jar, you get the actual benefits from it. Which you probably should be doing anyway. But yeah, it's a nice convenient way. So like, let's say that this is full of soup. Soup time! And you just get your bowl here. There you go. You can now store your soup. It can store potions as well, if you've seen earlier. Bees! It can store potions as well. It could also store some special mobs like bees and vexes. As well as the fireflies. There are some other traits that it can store. For example, it could store the soul fire. The soul fire. To get that, you need to have soul speed boots. Run on soul sat and right click while the jar is in your hand. Yeah. Jars are special in that you can actually break them with a brick. So if you get any normal brick, like this brick, and yeet it, you can break the jar. You could also break the jar using a piston, I believe. So let me just double check that to make sure I'm not an idiot. Yep. Breaks with a piston. Really, jars are really awesome, in my personal opinion. You can do a lot of things with them. You can store potions with them, which is the main draw in my personal opinion, because I don't want to carry 12 bottles of potion of regen. Well, I'll pick this up, go along. If I need to find something, do a sip and then put it back in my inventory. Like I don't want to carry 12 glass bottles of potato. Like, come on, that's great. There's a lot of other features in jars. You can store. Oh yeah, it has compatibility with a lot of mods. Like I don't even have a list of how many mods. An example is Farmer's Delight's milk is given high priority compared to, like, say, vanilla food pantries or other stuff. It automatically converts some liquids to, you know, other liquids very easily. So it's really useful. It's actually really good. I like it. You should really use this mod. You could, like I said earlier, you could store or transfer things to and from containers. There are some caveats with that. I already mentioned that. So yeah, I'm gonna very briefly mention cages. So cages can be used to capture any small creature or baby animal. As you can see, we have a variety. We have a bunny, we have a sheep, we have a fox, we have a crabbo, we have a slabfish, we have a duck, we have a crab, we have a foxhound, we have a stoneling, we have a endermite, cat. You get the picture. You can capture any small creature. And that's basically the entire point of cages. While they're in the cage, they actually still keep their normal activity. So if you capture a chicken in the cage, it still lays eggs. Yes. What other things are there that I need to talk about? Cages, there's a lot of compatibility support with a lot of mods. Like, seriously, I can't go over all the support because I would probably lose my mind. As an example, you can put a boat in a jar. What's the purpose of this? I don't fucking know. But yeah, there's lots of neat things, lots of cool things. You should really give this one a try. And store the bee. Oh no, the bees are aggressive! Yes, if you capture a bee, they will be aggressive. They will be upsetty spaghetti. Rightfully so, because you just stole their friend. How dare you? And the bee itself will still be aggressive, but you can try to store it away so it doesn't attack you or your family. So yeah, that's gonna be where I end this video with an army of bees chasing me. I did not want to end this video this way. Yeah, that's gonna be mainly it. You can store colored water, most liquids or most mods. It has compatibility with basically everything. I mean, it can store lava in a jar, so I'm pretty sure you can store anything. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy the video, what, are you this bee? Are you just being in a jar? Do you not like being in a jar? Well, too bad. You're in a jar now, buddy. Anyway, goodbye.